Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, it's Tuesday. Tuesday's request day. Today's map's requested by the creator and they've been here a couple of times before. They're not an A-list creator. I think that's fair to say. I'm not being mean or hard. I think they'd like to be, and I think I would like them to be, and I think I'd like us all to be, actually. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we're all A-listers? But we're not. So therefore we need to be specifically kind in the comments today. Today's show is going to be about finding things that are wrong in a map and helping us all to avoid the same mistakes next time. There are definitely a few errors in today's map. There are one or two really cool bits as well, and an interesting design that has gone into the map too. So it's not all bad. So find something nice to say, stick it in the comments, and we'll all be grand, yeah? You won't win the grand on BonBonBingo, but you might win a little bit of self-respect. And if you want to respect me, well, the best way of doing that is... That's right, hitting that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people, and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for that support. Today's map is Square Game by hallegbg. hallegbg? hallegbg, I think we'll go with that one. Let's have a look at that start square. Now, the start square is the square. In fact, the squares that you see from the top down of the map are actually full tiles. Nicely, cleverly thought of. Terrain heights are interesting. They're interesting. And then resources are also field painting and strong as well. Very easy to do a resource map on this one. If you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, your fishing map looks like this. Not the most exciting, but absolutely workable. Off to the workshop. Well, what do we need? Well, it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. On top of that, well, there's not really much to report. We have the Unlimited Trees mod today, and a couple of intersections which are listed there. On top of that, the realistic 1.5.5 temperate theme we are using, because that automatically loaded, but it isn't listed, so therefore, strictly speaking, this is going to be a vanilla map, and we're using the realistic 1.2 Lux, which again, strictly speaking, should be vanilla, but... you know, we use that one. Makes every map look a little bit better than having no LUT whatsoever. So yes, when we come round to giving this aesthetic scores at the end, most of my high ratings on this map are going to be down to the map's design. Because I quite like the map's design. I think it's a clever take. This particular road, this is running between the two mountain ranges, which... outside of the 25 tiles will mean, is it a bit of wasted nodes and segments? I don't think it's a huge problem, to be honest. I don't think this is the sort of map that's going to use up all of your nodes and segments on your city build. Now, there are a couple of little networking problems on this map. Again, nothing that a bit more experience won't fix for hallegbg. Let's have a little look, see if we can't find that first one. You may notice a bit of no traffic on the left-hand highway here. And there's a couple of reasons for this. A couple. The first one is going to be up here somewhere. We've got a broken node I'm looking for. I can't remember where it is. It'll pop up in a minute. I'm filling now. Bum, 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 bum. Filling. Filling off to the dentist. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, come on. It's anyway, somewhere up here there's a broken node. And it's, I think, because the way that Anarchy has been used when building the map. And there it is. Yes, so that didn't connect correctly because of Anarchy. But there are other problems with the networking as well, which is actually down to the use of a different mod altogether. That the roads part there for the the vanilla wishbone, and they come back together like so. Again, it's something we see common. It's quite common, but they've been done smoothly. We don't have any jinky janks causing that. Another one of those broken sections there, so we won't be seeing. Look, there you go. Doesn't connect. You know, we won't be seeing any traffic on this highway, but there's traffic coming down towards us because of obviously the outside connection that we've just whizzed past on the on the wishbone intersection. There we go. So anyway, yes, there is another mod problem, which I'll tell you what the mod is straight away. Experienced YouTubers, experienced WhatsMappers will already probably guess what the problem is. The mod is the parallel road tool. Now, I don't know that they've used the parallel road tool, but I'm telling you that they have. First of all, excellent quality of roads. They produce a superb quality, and that's part of, I think, what's the problem here with the broken nodes is with the parallel road tool and the this intersection is beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's talk about this. I like this. There's nothing wrong with this at all. It's a well-chosen intersection. It's been worked very nicely. We haven't got any clipping street lamps or anything. I'm going to hover over this for a while because... And then we've got rail over road with a clipping street lamp through it there. We'll come back and we'll spot that one again later as well when I do my jumping from notable location to notable location. The rail on the left there is currently elevated at ground level, causing a slight divot into the land. Pointing it out because I will probably get shot by some people for not pointing it out otherwise. But anyway, it's sorted itself out now. And now we're heading down the middle of the map. Obviously, you recognise the river on the right. Yes, from the middle of the map. I'm liking the design of this, the way that we've got a very wide riverbank on the right there with a different sort of tree. So aesthetically, there's some design work that's gone on here. And then we have the fields, which are big squares with resource painting in them to make them workable, I guess, for the resource game. Do have one little problem with the rail running alongside the road like this, and now we're entering the start square. This is the start square, okay, right there be the start square. Now with the rail on the buildable side, you're gonna want to build a bridge over that, but there's no room for the bridge unless you're building in onto the riverbanks or something. So I think there's again, it's not a huge problem. I'm sure you'll find a solution if you choose to play the map, but it just doesn't make it easy to get started. It gives you one extra thing to work around. Speaking of work around, let's work over to the other side of the river using this bridge, which is high enough for vanilla ships. It is, I have checked. And then over to the other side here, back down to ground. And then again, we've got the rail, again, the buildable side of the national road going on there. Which, again, is just going to make it a little bit harder to just get started. Not that we're on, this isn't the start square area, but you know what I mean. You get my drift, hopefully. Right, now heading up towards the edge of the map. Before we get to the edge of the map, though, we have a way of going inland again. I'm going to take this one. Rail does another little up and over there. And again, we've got another street lamp clipping through the rail there. I want to come up this way because it's just a slightly different route. Why not? Why not? I mean, we're not going to have to do a long trip on the rail because we've already gone alongside a lot of the rail already. So we're not going to be seeing too much to set the world alight with the rail. But the highway cutting through the mountain pass here up towards another intersection up here, which connects up with another road. And notice we haven't got any traffic running along here either. And connects up to the highways there, and then tweedles off towards the edge of the map over here. Notice there's no traffic on the left-hand lane either. Again, parallel road tool be the problem on that one. Not the parallel road. The rail here, we are going down a moderate slope. Again, not necessarily a huge problem on a map like this one, but have to point it out. So where were we? Yes, the parallel road tool isn't a problem mod, but like with all mods, if not used correctly or with the extra care and attention that's absolutely required for a mod, you can make errors with them, like I say, the old classic trees underneath the roads, and we've not got any of those on this map. Good work there, hallegbg, for not having any trees under the roads. That's all this map would have needed. Also, we haven't got any drowned trees today, which is also very nice as well. But what we've got with the parallel road tool is another little problem which pops up if you don't check your work. And I think the problem with today's map is I don't think Hal has spent enough time checking. I'd like to see for you to move on to the next level, Mr. or Miss Creator. I don't know what your gender is, but I feel that just going back and doing a BonBonB style flyover is the way to catch your errors. Anyway, shall we stop there for the rail? We'll come back and check the rest of it straight after this short message.
Do your bridges look like the game's AI has gone on holiday? Would you like vanilla bridges to be proud of? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Perfect Bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
And so back to Square Game by hallegbg. And look, shipping route goes right through the middle of that bridge. Beautiful. And the bridges are high enough, I have checked. And as we head up the middle of the river, good to see, good strong shipping route, not overly complicated, strong shipping route right up the middle. We're going to come up to the second bridge. Now the second bridge, again, is high enough, but on the right hand side, you see where that ship's just gone through. That is a little bit tight. I feel there'll be some ship scraping on that pillar. It's not a big problem, and of course it doesn't affect gameplay whatsoever, but just visually. Water flow of the river is wide, and you see here we've got plenty of arrows going on there, currently going downstream. Well, it seems to have got a bit of light there, a little bit light. Then as we head down towards the coast, just checking for water flow. Yeah, we have. It's coming back towards us. Edge of map water flow is what we have here, which means there's going to be a null area somewhere in the middle. This looks pretty null to me. So about here, maybe. And there's your start square right there. So we've got a null water flow going on in the start square. Your pollution's going to mill about in that river right there. Anyway, I like the overall design. Okay, and I'm liking the mountains. The mountains, I mean, they're bold, they're strong. Realism be damned. This is a fun map, okay? But they're bold and strong and very nicely done. And I like the way that they break the map up into several sections. I'm coming back to this intersection, because this intersection, I know it's off of the workshop, and we don't, strictly speaking, need to subscribe to it, but I think it's good work. I don't know so much about this, though. I don't know so much about that. I could have lived without that. I guess it adds a little bit of uniqueness to the map, I guess. Just something to remember the map by. We have some up and over rail as well, which it needs to be slightly more drawn out than we have there. Maybe 3 times as long, just to keep those... but again, on a map like this one, does it matter that much? Probably not. Next intersection here, nice intricate looking intersection there. It's going to work quite neatly. No grumbles with that. Have got a little bit of a grumble with this though. And yeah, we're missing our pillars completely on this bridge. I don't know what's happened here. We see it occasionally, but it's on both bridges. It's actually both. Sometimes it's one or the other, or we're just on a small section. But both bridges completely missing their pillars. Oops. Right, okay, what did I come down here for? I think it was, yeah, because of the traffic. No traffic on the left, parallel road tool. When drawn to the edge of the map, only one lane will connect. So what you need to do there is to delete the last segment, this segment here, delete it completely, and then just draw one in by hand. Let me come out. Why am I not able to? Why am I still going in underground mode? Hang on. Let BonBon have his moment. Yeah, we're back. Right. So yes, when you get that, when you connect to the outside with the parallel road tool, delete the last segment and then just draw that one out manually. And then we have got a couple, there are a couple of broken segments along here. Again, when the parallel road tool will not connect up one side to the other. So I think that may be what's happened here as well, with a break in the parallel road tool. But anyway, yes, that's... that there is a bit of a problem. It's not the only one either. It's not the only one. Somewhere, like over here, are these national roads on the edge of the map. They don't connect at all. They're just aesthetically just there. Okay. So we have one on either side. And of course they'll work for running traffic around the map, but that's not your outside connections. Outside connections are the highways. And then the highways, there's another one right there. And there's another one. Oh, I've saved the same place twice. But anyway, yeah, all the outside connections are doing that. And then back to the rail. There we go. Get rid of that smoke, shall we? Yeah, we've seen the street light clipping through there. So I think we've done it all. I think we've seen the entire map, which is great. Which means we can take a look at the start square and the asset of the day. And today's one is by one of those creators that goes overlooked way too often. It's Targa. Okay? Targa. Make a note of the name. Have a look at their workshop, because quality. This one's a residential house, HDR4 4x4 RICO 12487 151.87. I have no idea what the numbers refer to, but nice asset. And factoids, because factoids, square game, so therefore a square factoid. Formerly known as Longacre Square, Times Square was renamed in 1904 after the New York Times moved its headquarters to the newly erected Times building, now the One Times Square. It is the site of the annual New Year's Eve ball drop, which began on 31st of December 1907 and continues to attract over 1 million visitors to Times Square every single year. It functions as a town square, but it's not geometrically a square. It's closer to the shape of a bow tie. A bow tie. Residential house, HDR4, all of the numbers by Targa. That one, really lovely building. Thank you. Don't overlook the creators that aren't the big names, because some of the middle names are as good. And I mean that. But what do you think of the map? Is it as good? Is it okay? Is it fine? Let me know. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right corner of your screen, or the link in the description. Take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple, or a Patreon account. But what do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, okay, I've got to have to score slightly lower because we haven't got the custom theme listed. So this would be a vanilla map and it'd be a bit meh, a little bit meh. I'm going to give some credit for the design though. I think there's a little, it's not brilliant. It's not brilliant, but I think there's design work gone into this one. And to give this 2 stars would be mean. So I'm going to go 3. I've got to go right at the bottom end. Detailing, it's a tricky one, because a few of the things that are detailing errors are, technically speaking, gameplay errors. I don't want to double whammy it. You know what, I'm going to go down the middle 3 on this one. We've got a few clipping street lamps, but there's nothing seriously wrong with it. Middle 3. Gameplay. It's a little bit broken with things that need fixing, but it does work. But the things do need fixing, so let's go middle 2. Middle 2 for gameplay. Square game by hallegbg. Halle, if you're watching this one, I'm pretty sure you are. All you need to do is do that little flyover like I do. I'm no genius on these things. I just see a lot of maps. And I only find these things by doing the flyover. That's all I do. I do a little flyover. I see what's there and see if there's anything's broken. And yeah, got an outside chance of being a great creator one day. Yeah, I have. And if you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. Use the words of the day in the comments to prove you're part of that elite. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. And it looks quite flashy.